Welcome to another episode. In this story series, we will see the story Court Marriage and Court Servitude. This is a story about three priests in a famous temple of a kingdom. There was a famous temple in that city, and three priests were managing that temple. They remained bachelors. They were conducting all the ceremonies and they did everything piously. Since they did not want anything from anyone, barely lived on the food they get as offerings, they were happy and content, and they rigorously followed all the systems they had to follow. So they are not afraid of anyone and were widely respected by everyone in that city and far beyond. People came for consultations and other things. So the king had something to discuss, something worried, personal worry, personal problems, which he wanted to consult with this eminent priest of that temple. So he sent messengers, asked the priest to come to his palace and discuss the matter. But these priests were so sincere that they were servants of the God only, not to any king or not anyone. So they said, let the king come. We are not going to meet the king. We are not supposed to do that. We are supposed to serve only the God. So the king went to them, consulted his problems. But he had to go there at least sometimes, not frequently, but at least sometimes to clarify his doubts. And this irritated the king. Everybody is under his rule. They used to come and pay their respects to the king. And they did all the work for him. But these three priests were not doing it. They were not even coming there. So he consulted his chief minister, an intelligent person who could solve this problem. And that man gave an idea. And what the king did, he persuaded the priest. He has developed a relation in meeting them often. So with that influence, he persuaded them to get married. All the three got married. Everything went well. But after some time, the priest had a lot of requirement. The child was born, it was his first birthday, the child has become bigger, the expenses were higher. So every now and then they came to king asking for some money. This went on. They become completely entrapped in the family life. Apart from they did their duties as priests regularly, but earlier they never went to anyone for money. Now they had to go to the king often and get some money for their family expenses. So the king cleverly made them come to him instead of he going there. So this is the story, and the moral of the story is about attachment. So when you become attached to the family, you become attached to the lifestyle a family man has to live. It should be somewhat comfortable. So the requirements become bigger and bigger, and you depend on someone else for managing your affairs in the family. You require money always. Nothing is enough for you. So this is where the attachment leads you to. So this is the moral of the story by Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. With this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel and share this video. Thank you.